finally tonight, he's the man with fighters all over the place. One on this show, another over there, Latvians in a hotel, busy. Welcome back to Mickey Helliet, promoter and boxing fixer extraordinaire. Mickey, first of all, thanks for coming in. Now, you sent me a text earlier, said, no, it's no problem for me to come in, Steve, I'm putting some Latvians in a hotel up the road. Which one of the 12 shows between tonight and Sunday are those Latvians boxing on?
I've got those particular Latvians.
Those particular Latvians
are on my show at the Camden Centre.
That's tomorrow night.
On Saturday night.
Oh, Saturday night. Okay, sorry, mate.
They're on Saturday. Then I've got some Bulgarians as well arriving in the morning, going to Hove, show that I'm matching, but I'm not promoting it. Kaz Edwards is promoting it.
Are there really 12 shows? Because David Caldwell, a little promoter up in Rotherham, he thinks there was 12 either this week until Sunday.
I actually thought it was 13.
13 shows?
Yeah.
I mean, Mickey, there aren't periods like that. That's absurd.
But for a sport that's dead in the water. Exactly, yeah. Shows the popularity of boxing. You know, it's alive. People want to. You know, the only reason if people aren't buying tickets for the shows, I wouldn't put them on.
And
you know, anyone else.
And you had a show last week at the Coronet, didn't you?
Yes.
Steve
banged out.
He said you couldn't move. He said you could
packed.
not move. He said what they needed to sell was oxygen. He said it was that crowded.
Yeah. No, it's absolutely standing room only.
And then Saturday you're back at the King's Cross. What's it called?
Yeah, it's called the Camden Centre. It's
Camden Centre. That's it.
Opposite St Pancras, literally straight out the door. It's a bit frustrating, that show, because it's a small venue. It's a brilliant venue, really good venue. The location of it right opposite, so we can make fights with people from Luton, from Birmingham.
They're on the
train. They can watch the boxing. They can get the train home.
Big difference, you know, because if you finish at York Hall,
then you got an hour to King's Cross,
and a lot of money in a taxi. You end up giving a kid 40 quid for a taxi.
Yeah, but so this one on Saturday, we actually sold it out about 2.5 weeks ago. No, not a ticket left.
Wow.
Then I had a pull out about 3 days ago.
Yeah.
So suddenly we got like 100 tickets. So we got about 50 of them left now.
So you can get tickets on the door on Saturday.
I think there will be about 50 on the door. Yeah.
What sort of price, Mickey?
35 and 60 ringside.
This is what I find quite interesting. And we've got Grant Davis going to be on the line in a moment. We're going to get him up in a couple of minutes to talk about a couple of amateur things. But one of the things I find interesting is that these small shows you're putting on, and they're fun halls, you know, Coronet, Camden Centre, but you're not having to drop your prices down to a tenner or 15 quid or 25 quid.
No.
Whereas if you're in Vegas and you go to a small show in one of those border casinos, you know what I mean? It's $15, $20 for a ticket.
And the fighters are fighting for $300.
Yeah, how mad is that? So we're paying our fighters more, and people are paying more to come through the gate. People tend to forget that, don't they?
All of my businesses, they're all sort of bonus orientated. So the way I put it to the fighters, if you go and sell your tickets, you get paid more. If you sell less, you get paid less. Yeah, but so they all motivated.
So they have a basic. I mean, are you guaranteeing them anything as such? Most of them, you know.
It depends. Not all of them. Some of them, if they don't sell, they're pulled off. That's it. Yeah, they don't box. All their box for peanuts, literally for you know.
So it gives them incentive to sell later on.
I give them a lot of support, PR wise. We got a good sort of little network and framework of structure, so that it helps them. Even kids that aren't really natural sellers, they sort of learn how to sell, and it's good because it actually prepares them for later life, whatever else they want to do. They understand the importance of presentation.
Mickey, stay there now. So. Mickey, in this last few weeks then, or this weekend, how many shows around Britain have you got fighters involved, or are you involved in some way, shape or form?
Every hour it goes up and down, because the phone rings. Right, what are you doing? You're out there. I think I've got 8 on at Camden. I've got about 3 at Brighton, Hove. I've got 1 going up to Scotland, 1 to Liverpool. I'd actually have to get my sheet of paper out to keep up with it, because like I say.
But you seem to do most of this in your head anyway, and just on bits of scrambled notes and phone calls. I mean, it's like a constant thing. Do you ever take a break, or can you? How can you take a break? I mean, I went away for 3 days last week, and it was chaos.
It's weird. Do you know what? Like, say like this show on Saturdays. Yeah. Like, I work. Because this one we sold out. Yeah. I stopped all the PR. I thought, I don't want to have... The last one, we had 300 people on the pavement. We had a problem with the council because of it. Because huge, big... I got a photograph. As far as the eye can see, people waiting out. 1 in, 1 out.
Oh, you're doing 1 in, 1 out?
Yeah. Shoot. So, for this one, when we sold all the tickets, I said, OK, no more PR. Yeah.
Of course.
You know,
Cut down a little bit.
Yeah. So normally though, I do PR right up to because we're trying to fill it up, sell it. Then, but it's so tiring because it's getting up early. Plus, I run all my, the foreigners coming in, and
Yeah, of course.
so I start early, I finish late. Normally, about 3 days before the show, I'm sick of the name of the show that I just don't want to think about.
But it's not been the case this time.
I just want to get it out of the way. Well, this one, because we haven't, it's been a bit unusual in that we sold it out so early.
Yeah.
So, it just gets to a point where you just don't want to. The fun goes out of it, then. But then 3 days after I've stopped,
then you want to go again.
I want to start planning the next one. Yeah.
Well, listen, Mickey's next show is at the Camden Centre opposite St Pancras, and there are, he thinks, maybe 50 tickets left. So if you want to go along there on Saturday night, I suppose from 7 o'clock onwards or 7:30 onwards.
The Phil Gill experience against
Phil
Ben
Gill,
Murphy.
I feel terrible because I had Phil on the show and I keep meaning to get him back. Phil, I'm sorry. Yeah, Mickey, listen, thanks for coming. I know it was a bit of a truncated thing, obviously, with Terry Spinks' passing. Sad news to relate to Terry Spinks, the 1956 Olympic gold medalist at flyweight, has passed away this evening. Now,